Hey, good morning, Mizzou fans. Happy Cinco de Mayo, as we call it here in mid-Missouri, May 5th, p.m. in the a.m. For Monday morning, Gabe DeArmond here with you. Want to take a big picture view of things. The offseason pretty much officially fully here in both Missouri football and basketball. A spot left in basketball, two spots left in football. They could be used. If they are, I don't really anticipate it being on like high impact players. So we're going to take a look at the overall health of both programs this morning, kind of a big picture view entering the offseason, entering the 2025 football season. Missouri football program under Eli Drinkwitz entering year 6. If you're going to give this program a letter grade at this point in time, it has to be a straight A. I will reserve the A plus for do you make a college football playoff? Do you win an SEC title? Do you do things that have legitimately never been done here and always thought probably not possible here? But anything less than a straight A, I think, is just disingenuous, whether you follow Missouri every day or you're more looking at it from afar. He is getting top 10 portal classes every year, top 20-ish recruiting classes every single year. The guys that are coming in are generally better than the guys that are leaving. He is 21-5 over the last 2 seasons, hasn't lost a home game since I honestly can't really remember when, probably whenever last time Georgia was here. If I'm missing one, I'm missing one, but you get the point. Everything going very well for Eli Drinkwitz, and he is openly talking about 3 straight 10-win seasons, SEC titles, college football playoff bids. And you look at this roster, and I don't really think that is unreasonable. May not happen, but certainly not out of the question. So Eli Drinkwitz, straight A. I don't see how you give it anything else. All right, Missouri basketball program. Let's look at the health there. This one is a little tougher to assess because Dennis Gates has done things in his first 3 years that nobody else has really done in their first 3 years. You look at it, 2 NCAA tournaments, seeded to win a game in both of those seasons. No other coach has done that at Missouri in his first 3 seasons. Quinn Snyder made 3 NCAA tournaments in his first 3, but he was a 9 seed in both of those. Went 1 and 2, just as Dennis Gates has. So you look just at those 2 years, especially considering that Gates took over a program that had won 12 games and frankly was not recruiting at a power conference level, and you would say that's an A. However, that 3rd season is, whether you think it's the worst in program history or just in the conversation, it is at least in the conversation. So that has to drag the grade down. I don't think you can give a program that had 0-19, 8-24 on the record an A. I would settle on a straight B for this program. Like I said, Gates has done some things here that haven't been done in a while. And I think that's the biggest part of assessing this thing. Like, yes, 0-19 counts and it has to be a part of it. But I think people are probably going to hear me give Dennis Gates a B and maybe even lean toward a B plus. And I think most people are going to say that's too high. And I think there's a real simple reason for that. I think most people who would consider them like themselves diehard everyday fans of Missouri basketball are old enough to remember Norm Stewart, to remember Derek Chivas, Melvin Booker, Doug Smith, Anthony Peeler, maybe some before that, maybe not quite that early, but the glory days of Missouri basketball, when from 1976 to 1994, this was a top 20 program in the country. It isn't that. It hasn't been that for a long time. Missouri hasn't had a top 20 finish since 2012. That's 13 years ago. Has gone to one Sweet 16 since 2002. So it's been a long time since Missouri basketball has been the program that Missouri fans want it to be. It is certainly reasonable to hope Dennis Gates gets there. That is the goal. To ask him to do it in the first 3 years he's been here, I think is a little bit unrealistic because, again, we have this view of Missouri basketball that if you ask an average SEC fan, and Missouri's now been in the SEC for 13 years, if you ask other teams, hey, what should Missouri basketball be? None of them think it should be what we think it should be because they don't remember that. They haven't seen that. So I settle on a B, and I could be talked into a B plus for Dennis Gates because I do think he's done good things. He's recruiting at a good level, not quite an elite level, but certainly a good level. But I would probably go straight B for Dennis Gates. Interested in your all's feedback on this, obviously, as we are every day. Let us know in the comments what you think. Reply on Twitter. Talk about it on our message boards over at Power Mizzou, whatever. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We will talk to you tomorrow morning.